So in this video we're just going to look quickly at the different types of equations of lines, the different forms that people write them in. So I'll just scroll down here and I have some prepared. So here, the equation of a line has two forms. Either it can be written like ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, and in this form here, so whatever number is before the x is a, whatever number is before the y is b, whatever number is left is c. So they can be positive or negative, it doesn't really matter. So see what I mean by that in a bit. But the slope of this is equal to minus a divided by b. So whatever number is before the a, whatever number is before the b, you can stick it into this here, minus a over b, and you'll find out what the slope is. So that's why it's handy to have it in that form. It's probably handier to have it in this form here, even though people prefer to put it in this form. I'm not really sure why. I much prefer this one here, but anyway, if it's in the form y is equal to mx plus c. So you have to rearrange it so there's nothing before the y, it's on its own on this side, then it's just something before the x plus a constant here. Okay. In this form, the slope is just equal to m, so it's super easy. You can read it straight off the line. You don't have to do any little calculation in your head. You can read it straight off, and also this c, the plus c, is called the y-intercept, or more simply, where the line hits the x-axis. Okay, so if you have it in this form, you'll know straight away what the slope is and where it hits the y-axis. Sorry, I should have y-axis there instead of x-axis there, where the line hits the y-axis. My mistake. Yeah, so I'm just gonna write these two lines, L and K, in both forms just to show you. It's going to be a quick one. If you're already comfortable with this, then you could skip ahead to the next video. We're going to talk about parallel and perpendicular lines, but I'm going to go through it anyway. So line L is, let me just get this form again, y is equal to minus x plus 3. Okay, it's already in the form y is equal to mx plus c, we'll see, so I'll just do that in blue. So I'll say, right, y is equal to mx plus c directly under it. So you can see here that m is just going to be minus 1. Okay, so m is equal to minus 1. So that means the slope obviously is minus 1 of this line. Okay, so you can read that straight off. You don't have to do any calculations. Also, plus c is plus 3. So that means, I'll just write that as well, that c is equal to 3. So that means it hits the y-axis at 3. So we go up here, and obviously my drawing isn't perfect, but that should hit the y-axis at 3 if I'd labeled these correctly. Does that make sense? So sorry about the drawing, but it's really just about getting the idea of it is more important. So then we're going to look at it in the form ax plus by plus c. So I'm going to have to rearrange it. So I'm going to bring the x and the 3 over here. So actually first I'll just write it out again. I'll go y is equal to minus x plus 3 over here. Then I'll go green. So I'm going to bring the x over. It's going to be x plus y minus 3 is equal to 0. Yeah? So this case, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, and c is equal to minus 3. So again, a, b, and c, whichever numbers are before the x, y, and the whatever numbers left. So the c in this case doesn't really mean anything. I'm going to put a line through it. When it's in this form, it's more about the a and b we're worried about. So in this case, the slope, sorry about that, the slope is equal to minus a over b, which is equal to minus 1 over 1, or just equal to minus 1. So we'll just say m is equal to minus 1, which of course is the same answer. So you're always going to get the same answer. I just want to show you in both forms. And then as well, we'll do the line k. The line k is 3y is equal to x plus 4. So we're going to try this in y is equal to mx plus c. So if we want it in y is equal to mx plus c, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to divide everything by 3 because there's a number before the y, and we're not supposed to have that. So it's going to be y is equal to, it's going to be 1 over 3x, because if you divide x by 3, it's just x over 3, or 1 over 3x, plus 4 over 3. So in this case, m is equal to 1 over 3, so that's the slope. And then I'm also going to say c is equal to 4 over 3. So that's the y-intercept. So again, if we go up, hopefully my drawing is a bit better this time. So the slope is 1 over 3. So as you can see up here, so it's the yellow line there. So it goes up 1 every time it goes out 3, which is about right for the diagram. And then as well, it says the y-intercept is plus 4 over 3. So that's about 1 1/3. which is about right as well, so in the diagram. So you can just, so that's why this form is so handy. You can just read off loads of information about the line just by looking at the equation of it. But again, we're going to look at it again in the other form. So I'll go yellow, and we're going to say that 3y is equal to x plus 4, and then I'll write in green ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So now we have to rearrange this. So I'm going to bring the x over and the 4 over. It's going to be minus x plus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0. So this case, a is equal to minus 1, b is equal to 3, and c is equal to minus 4. Again, it's going to cross the c out, it doesn't really matter. And we're going to get the slope is equal to minus a over b. So let's write that, minus a over b, and that's equal to minus 1 over 3, which is equal to 1 over 3, which of course is the same answer we got over here, is what you're expecting all the time. So that's all there really is to that video. Just wanted to show you the two forms of the line. So again, you need to know that there, that minus a over b is the slope, and you need to know this here. Yeah, so those two things. So hopefully that made sense, and we'll see in the next video we're going to talk about parallel and perpendicular lines. We'll see you then.